Well, we're getting set for the Western Conference Final between the Dallas Stars and the Edmonton Oilers. And to break all of that down here on the fourth period, we have Dennis Bernstein and Aaron Ward joining me. And guys, we have got a spicy rematch of last year where Edmonton took it in Game 6. But we have seen two very strong teams coming in. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited for this. And I wonder what you think about what we're going to expect to see in this series.
Well, I'm not shocked at the teams that have made the conference finals. I mean, you expect that Edmonton is going to repeat the performance they had from last year. Dallas, again, I mean, it's a team that is built for this process. The unsurprising part, Edmonton, when goals for, second in the National Hockey League in the playoffs. The most surprising is how they dispatched Las Vegas. And, I mean, in their 4 wins, they gave up less than a goal and a half per game. I'd say it's more likely Dennis Bernstein is not to travel and post his log of what he's been doing than Edmonton being able to put up that goals against average. So, I mean, this matchup is perfect. I think ideally the National Hockey League loves the fact you got a Southern team in Dallas that again is back in this situation where they're challenging for an opportunity to make the Stanley Cup Finals. You got a Canadian team representing the entire country, able to be tuned in, cheering for this group. McDavid is really going to be a signature piece, and Edmonton has found a way different, and I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's been a goaltending display enough to get them over the line, but it's been it's going to set itself up to be a great series. And I'm not exactly sure stylistically who's going to dictate amongst these teams as to how the series is played.
Well, if the Oilers play the puck possession game they did against the Vegas Golden Knights, they're going to win the series. They're the hot team. They've won 8 out of 9 after losing the first 2 to Los Angeles in the first round. And the way you thought that they would win series to get to the conference final is not the way they got here. Like Connor and Leon have not wrecked series. I know they're at the top of the scoring list, but they haven't destroyed a series. It's been the depth. You know what this run is about? This run is about Corey Perry and Evander Kane, who didn't play in the regular season, and John Klingberg, who I think maybe some people thought he retired, and Stuart Skinner bouncing back. It's a very different team. The team that we thought had no depth, and the questions about the goaltending right now on the cusp of the Western Conference Final has depth, has goaltending. And when Matthias Ekholm comes back at some point, maybe Game 3 or Game 4, they're going to be even better. They're starting to play defense the way they did last year on the Cup run. I think that's what makes them dangerous, not their offensive gifts.
Oh, key point of caution, though, and it's going to be discipline in this series because Dallas's power play is still first among the 4 remaining teams. It's pretty up there. It's high up there, 30.8%. And flip the coin, a horrendous 66.7% kill rate for the Edmonton Oilers. So if you're going to gift Dallas any opportunities on the power play, this could be a very long series for you. And you're talking about it. Goaltending will have to be their best penalty killer based on the trajectory of where Dallas is heading in the series.
Well, you guys talked about depth scoring. Mikko Rantanen's been fantastic. We have Connor McDavid on the other side, but a lot of contributors on both sides. I wonder if it comes down to an offensive player outside of the goaltending situation, who is your X factor? Who do you need to see step up to seal the deal and really support the team here?
I almost feel like it's got to be a guy like Hyman in the style in which Dallas is going to force Edmonton to play. So Dennis mentioned if it's a possession style game, but it's going to be a net front game. You're going to have to find ways to get in Ottinger's kitchen, right? And the most effective guy in doing that outside of Corey Perry, making full contact accidentally on purpose, will be a guy like Hyman who's going to get himself positioned and challenge the D-core net front to really move him. So that will be a level of distraction that Edmonton has to have net front for them to be effective.
I think the difference for Dallas, it's not unlike what's going on in the East. I think the second lines for both Carolina and Dallas, when you look at Carolina, it's what? Hall, Roslovic, and Stankoven. They're going to have to score. Same thing. You know, you go back and look, Kate, at the numbers for the last 2 years. Like their second line hasn't done anything. It's been their first line that's carrying. So for me, it's not just one player. It's a group of 3. It's Robertson, it's Duchesne, and it's Johnston. Like if they're going to produce the levels did in the first 2 rounds, Edmonton's going to win easy. If they can come through and start putting the puck in the back of the net, it really enhances Dallas's chances to go to a Cup final.
And I know we're talking about an individual, but I also have to point out that collectively this D-core has to look at one individual in Dallas and don't allow him to start getting going at the inception of the series, and that's everybody in Edmonton on the back end has to pay attention to Rantanen. He's the catalyst for this group, right? So there was depth scoring. He's clearly got his goals up there, but Dallas fed off that momentum. It made it easy to get into the game. He drew them into the game emotionally. And so you want Edmonton, if they're really to win this series, is to not allow Dallas to find that level of confidence and the ability to put the puck in the net.
Well, it was a good investment on Dallas's side of things, certainly at the trade deadline. This will be exciting to watch. Thank you guys for your input, and thank you to everyone for watching our playoff coverage here on the fourth period.